Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Mr.
What is
Johnny
up,
Kelly.
dude? What? Are you kidding me?
Oh, wait a second.
Wait, what?
And who is that? And speaking of the trouble, there's another one.
Listen to that.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, dang it, dude.
Lord, who
You
is
have
it?
everybody, man.
Oh, hold on one second. Let me finish that thought.
Dude. Shit.
I know that face.
I love that guy. What's up?
Hello, rock stars. It's Rick with Concert Connection, sponsored by PMC Entertainment. And I'm going to tell you, it is that time. It is here. It is now. It is time for Drumathon 2020. And guess who my guest is? None other than my favorite warrior, Miss April Samuels. How are you, ma'am?
What's up, Rick? Man, thanks for having me, dude.
Oh.
So excited to be here.
Sweetheart, we never get to see each other enough, especially right now. And when we do, when it's normal world, every time we get together, I'm always just like, oh, you are truly my hero.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
inspired every day. Just the amount of work and perseverance you put in. There's so many people that just need to say thank you, because you're just like many other people. You're keeping up the fight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm super passionate about it. You know that about me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little over the top, a little crazy.
And you posted, I could talk about it because you posted it on Facebook. The picture of you, short hair, after you had your double mastectomy. And it without offending you or anybody else, I'm just going to tell you, sexy as hell.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
that means a lot, to have a breastless wonder out there and you think she's sexy. So that means a lot to me. So thank you so much, man. Thank you.
That is, I mean, how many guys take their shirt off and girls go, ooh, really? It's about the human being. And
well, thank
I'm sorry, you are rocking it.
Man, thank you so much. Doing those photos, I've mentioned in that it just was really therapeutic for me to be able to look back at myself over the years and see the transition, as far as having my double mastectomy and then the scars fading, my hair getting longer, and just kind of adapting to this new normal, So, yeah.
And I will tell you, like I said, I've been really excited about this interview in particular because I am on the committee and there's so much that goes into it. And even though I'm so busy, I'm probably I'm not at every meeting because I have so much going on.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's all
I am
good.
excited. This has been something. And so, in fact, I have a little surprise I was able to whip up for you, if it's okay.
Dude, I love surprises. Hit me with surprises. I like that. Let's
surprises.
Do it. Yes.
Okay. So while we were in all this, me and Mr. Rose, we're always concocting stuff. And by the way, you do owe me still a pie in the face. And
I do. You're right. And we can't be together in person, so we haven't had a chance to do that. But I'll just carry one in the car in case I run into you somewhere.
If I could just say, I would like it to be a coconut cream pie. Those are my favorite, or whipped cream.
Yes, you can place your order. That's fine. Not a problem.
So. Mr. Rose and I, like I said, we worked up a couple things, and I think the surprise, if he could put it up on the screen for us. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Mr.
What is
Johnny
up,
Kelly.
dude? What's up, Johnny? How are you, man? Good to see you. It feels like I just saw you yesterday.
It feels like yesterday.
I know, it feels just like yesterday, man. It's crazy, man. How you doing?
Good. It's been a busy weekend. My daughter moved out of the house into her own apartment.
Oh, wow.
So that's where I am right now.
Oh, excellent.
So we all want to know, are you going to run around the house? You're like, yes, freedom.
I took a lot of our furniture with her, so there is a lot of room in the house.
You guys have the camping chairs out watching football today because she's got the couch and whatnot.
Yeah, the recliner's gone. I came home yesterday. When I saw you yesterday, I came home and I was like, where'd it go? What's going on?
Where's my recliner? That's the most important piece too, man. What's up with that? Man, that's so cool. Thanks for showing up here. What a cool surprise.
All my clothes are in a box.
So yes, behind the scenes, I reached out to Johnny and I said, hey, would you mind popping in and just I wanted him to wish you well for this event.
No, really good luck next week. You got a lot.
Man, thank you.
You got a lot of star power this time, so hopefully it'll bring a lot of attention to the cause, and you'll be able to raise a lot of money this year. Maybe we can do last year. What was it last year? What was 60?
It was 50, 57 or something. I think 57. At the end, after Drumathon itself, it was 57,000. I think right when fundraising ended, it was 47. But then with Drumathon Day on top of it, it was like another 10,000 or something. So yeah, that would be awesome, man. Anything could happen.
Yeah, well, hopefully this year does better, despite the circumstances.
Yeah, and man, thank you, Johnny.
Pretty unique situation.
Yeah, and Johnny, thank you so much for everything that you did. We have a lot of celebrities who are making little appearances throughout the show, and donated some stuff for our auctions. And so, man, thank you so much. Like seriously, I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, man.
It's a good cause.
Very cool.
Really important.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Johnny, thank you for popping in to wish her luck. I know you're moving your daughter, so we won't hold you all day. But thank you again for popping in and for all the support that you've helped give Drumathon.
Really
appreciate it.
All right, good luck next week.
Very cool. Thank you, Johnny. Take care, man.
See ya.
Very cool. Man, that's awesome.
Okay, so
never
don't
a
be
bad
too mad
thing.
at me.
No, never a bad thing when the drummer of Typo Negative and Danzig shows up in your little cool little concert connection, man. That's excellent. Very cool.
I knew you were coming on, and I'm like, oh, he's just up the street from us. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to reach out.
Thank you. What a cool surprise, man. What a lovely guy too. He's been so cool, and we are just so blessed to have support from so many amazing human beings. From volunteers, celebrities, breast cancer survivors, just everybody. So freaking amazing, Rick. Yourself included, dude.
Oh, thank you. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, you are on the front line. You are our face. But I will tell you how many people reach out to me privately and they go, Rick, I love the fact that you're involved with this. My best friend from high school, known him 30-something years, his wife got breast cancer. He reached out to me. He goes, I know you're involved with this. She's going through, she's going to have a double mastectomy. And he goes, we went back and watched some of the events, and she was really inspired. And I think next year, if we're live again, he wants to fly out. He's in Virginia Beach. He wants to fly out and come to the event. And I'm like, dude, come stay with me. We'll go down and watch the whole, day.
Yeah.
It's a spectacle.
Well, and we can honor his wife as a survivor right there on stage, man.
We'll bring her up on stage.
That's so important.
It's amazing how many people because of this that we meet, I've met some people that didn't even realize that Drumathon was a thing. And now they're following and they're like, Rick, thanks for turning me on. So, I mean, I think we all, as part of the committee or the volunteers or the celebrities or just anybody who's involved, I think that it grows every year exponentially, and the word gets out. It's like that spider web effect. It grows, and just the knowledge of it is, oh my Lord, it has grown a lot. And again, it's just thanks to everybody who's involved. I mean, we have, one of the things that we have volunteers doing this year, since we're not having an in-person event, is we're just saying, share everything, be sure to share, be sure to talk about Drumathon, let all your people know what's happening, and just make sure that everyone's aware so that they can enjoy the big day, and just to be clear, we've talked about it a million times on the committee calls. It's not like we expect you necessarily to sit on your couch and watch it on your TV for 8 hours, but sit and relax, watch it for a while, come back a little later, just be a part of it, get engaged with some of those auctions and stuff, donate, buy some merchandise, and have a good time, man. Yeah, I will tell you, I've got my T-shirt for the last 2 years. I definitely need to. I need to go online. I need to hunt down this year's shirt.
Well, hopefully I'm gonna try to get them on sale on our website before like Wednesday of this week, so that we can have people go ahead and order them, and then we can ship them out really quick and get them to folks so they can be wearing them and watching them from their living rooms and whatnot.
Now, I will tell you, and I did this in honor of you, and I'm sure I changed my profile picture today to my pink jacket from last year.
Oh, awesome.
And the amount of private messages that I already received, people that are excited about next week, because as soon as they saw the pink jacket, they knew it's Drumathon time. And it's funny, I'm scared to wear that jacket any other time during the year now, because
they're like, oh wait, is this a breast cancer ticket event? I don't know. Did I walk into it?
No, but now, and here's the thing, it's just like my pink vest, and I know it sounds goofy, but it's because I've only worn them for your events. Now people know if I'm wearing it, they're like, oh, Drumathon, breast cancer.
Right.
They know when I wear it, and people will talk to me about it.
Right.
I didn't know that's what was going to happen. I was inspired by you. But the fact that it gets people thinking, it gets people talking.
Totally.
To me, that's like, oh my Lord. I just put on A vest?
Yeah, you just put on the thing and then you start the conversation. I'm glad you brought up, actually, and I'm sorry, I'm constantly thinking about, Drumathon and everything, and you're talking about the profile pictures. We actually have a Facebook frame out there this year. So if you type in, I think breast cancer can stick it or Drumathon, you should be able to find it and use that frame for your profile picture. And then we also have those photo campaign pictures that everybody's done. So do those for October for sure. You and I have a picture together. We should find one of us screaming at each other and use that as our profile picture.
Hold on. Let me take this.
Oh, you have it right there?
Hold on. You mean...
Yes, dude. That's awesome. I love that, man. That was so cool. I love that picture, man.
That was a fun photo shoot. And it's funny. It is actually on my wall right next to my Seether, my autographed Seether picture all year long. And so I will tell you, it's one of those things for me that I keep it on the wall all the time.
That's awesome. I love that, man. We have it in the office of the breast cancer can stick it office. We have it up as well. So we love that thing.
Let's talk about that real quick because we did a photo shoot with Gloria and
Deborah Gloria.
Deborah. And that was incredible. Talk to us a little bit about how you got her involved.
Wow. Deborah Gloria and I actually met at church that we were both going to. This was probably 2008, maybe. And we got to be friends back then. And so she and I were friends when I actually got diagnosed. And she had another friend, a couple of friends actually, who were going through breast cancer at the time and who had double mastectomies and had a very, very poor prognosis. And so what's kind of ironic about it is she did this thing called Underneath My Clothes. It was a photo exhibit that she did. This was before I was even diagnosed. And it was basically capturing women who had gone through some kind of serious hardship, whether it was anorexia or there was one person who was like a cutter and there was another person who had a double mastectomy. And so it was basically showing them, you've seen the photos that she's done of me for that phototherapy. Oh, yeah. And so it was all those kinds of photos. And I went to that exhibit and I was really struck by the woman who had the double mastectomy. And I thought that was so brave of her to do that. And she was there at the exhibit. And I remember meeting her and telling her how amazed I was by it and everything like that. And it, it really, stuck with me. And then whenever I got diagnosed, I had this feeling that Deborah was going to ask me if I would do an Underneath My Clothes, photo session as well. It's called like phototherapy. I think there's other words for it. And it was one of those things where at the time it was like not something that I necessarily wanted to do, but I felt like I should do, for awareness and also just as part of the healing process. And so we did that photo shoot in late 2010, right after I had the double mastectomy. But to answer your question, yeah, we were friends before I was even diagnosed. And then Deborah herself had was directly impacted by cancer in general. And so that kind of gave her even more passion behind wanting to be a part of Breast Cancer Can Stick It. So we invited her to be on the board a few years back. She leads our social media team. She does most all of our photography. We have a lot of amazing photographers, but all of our studio photography, she does that. Deborah Gloria Photography down in Deep Ellum. And she's a huge blessing. In fact, I was with her for 6 hours yesterday, I think it was, for another shoot. We do shoots all year round. So
yeah.
I'll get ready for Drumathon, man. Lots of Drumathon stuff.
Now, hold on a second. Mr. Rose is saying, my producer, he's saying something in my ear. And just bear with me. I don't normally interrupt the show, but he's yapping. Oh,
what's happening?
Who is that? Oh my God, it's Lori Peters.
What? Are you kidding me? Dude, that's amazing. That is awesome. Man, you were pulling out the stuff, Ric Hare. This is awesome.
Not just is Lori calling in. Lori is at the salon calling in.
Dude, that's awesome. What's up, dude?
I gotta wear a mask. I'm sorry, I gotta wear a mask.
You're fine. You're fine, dude. Stay safe. Are you going pink right now?
Yeah.
Are you doing it? You are?
Yeah.
I'm just
like the greatest thing. That's so awesome, though, dude. That is so awesome. What is up?
Carrie. Hi.
What's up, girl? How are you?
How are you?
That's so awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So
Lori,
cool.
I'm going to tell you right now, not many women would allow us to put them on TV or on the computer while they're in the chair at the salon.
True,
you
man.
are a rock star.
She is, dude. And I mean, so everybody knows Lori Peters, former drummer of Skillet, right here on the show with us. What the heck? That is so awesome. Thank you, Rick and Lori. Lori is doing so much stuff for Drumathon too behind the scenes. She's doing some great cameos for the show, and she's actually going to be playing a tune with the Breast Cancer Contingent Band at Drumathon. So timely, Rick. You are pulling out the stops, dude. What is happening, man?
Oh my Lord, Miss Lori, I will tell you, I'm excited to see you jam with the Breast Cancer Contingent Band. That's going to be exciting.
I'm excited too.
Now, are you going to get a chance to do a little photo shoot with the pink hair this week?
I think I can make that happen.
If you do a little photo shoot, make sure you send it to us. I definitely want to post it all over my page because I want to see the beautiful pink hair.
All right.
That is awesome, man. Wow, Lori, thank you.
You enjoy getting your hair did. You look wonderful, and we will see you this coming weekend at Drumathon 2020.
Yes. Good luck with everything. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for everything you do for us, Lori. I love you, girl. Good to see you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, Lori. Thanks for popping in.
That's so awesome. Man, did you plan that for when she was getting her hair done? Because that is priceless, man.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that was a tough one because she and I chatted a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, I've got a hair appointment." I'm like, "I understand, no problem." She goes, "I'll call in from the chair." I go, "No way." And that goes to the love and respect that folks have for you and what you've and I'm just, you have to know it that I'm honestly, I'm wowed every day, but you just
stop.
Lori
You're
Peters
gonna make me cry right here, dude.
No, you're on camera. We'll edit it out. Nobody will know.
Yeah, man, I gotta be cool, man.
So I know that you brought a little bit of swag with you, and before we go any further, I see all the pink lights behind you. So this is where you're going to be broadcasting from.
Yes.
Come next Sunday, a week from today. Well, we're recording it today, but this coming Sunday, October 4th.
Right.
You're going to be right here in this studio, correct?
We're going to be live right here in this studio. We actually have four different camera stations for the studio. So I'll be able to be in different locations. And then every person who's going to be a part of Drumathon is not going to be in the studio. I have one person in the studio helping me, and then everybody else is helping online in some way. And then we're calling in the celebrities from across the country, breast cancer survivors from across the country as well. We're going to have an oncologist, our top oncologist, Dr. Joyce O'Shaughnessy, is going to be joining. It's going to be awesome.
Now, I got to be honest with you. I think that's a part of it that I'm excited to hear about, because I feel like I'm going to get an education more so than I already have, having an actual expert come in, not just a survivor, but a doctor come in and be able to talk about it a little bit. To me, and I don't know how long of an interview that's going to be. I'm sure you've had that conversation, but going to give out some good information to ladies. God,
dude. Every time we have Dr. O on, she is amazing. We have her each year at our triple negative breast cancer broadcast in March, and she's on for about 30 minutes. We have a lot of breast cancer survivors and folks watching from all over. They're able to ask questions throughout the broadcast. And the thing that's cool about Dr. O is she's brilliant, of course. She's a world-renowned in triple negatives especially, but in breast cancer overall. And so we're able to just ask her whatever questions, we have for her, and she can speak in a way that you can understand. So she can tell you all the cool trials and research that they're doing in a way that anybody watching can understand. And so it's so powerful, but we'll just have her for 30 minutes. The maximum spot we're going to have is 30 minutes because we have, I think we have 7 celebrities this year. We're going to have 3 breast cancer survivors and Dr. Joyce O'Shaughnessy, and our top 3 fundraisers will be on as well. So we have, I didn't even do the math. That's a lot of guests.
Now, you said something a couple moments ago. Her name is Dr.
Joyce O'Shaughnessy, but we call her Dr. O.
Dr. O.
Dr. O. Yeah.
You said that people will be able to ask questions. Is it going to be so people will be able to call in or video in?
It's a Facebook Live, and so there'll be the chat window open just like always, and they'll be able to post their questions right in there. We have I think 3 to 4 different breast Breast Cancer Can Stick It volunteers who will be moderating the chat room, and they'll be able to get those questions to me so that I can be sure and ask the questions during the broadcast. And the same goes for our celebrities. We're going to have celebrities on for 30 minutes at a time. And when they're on, people will be able to ask questions in the broadcast live as well.
Now, everybody knows me. I'm in timeout constantly because I'm Rick, and it's just how, I don't know. I like timeout. So if I call in like every single time, am I going to get put in timeout?
Dude, yes, my phone will be off. If you're going to call, I'm going to leave the phone in a different location.
Hey, that's not funny.
I love you, man. I love you. And
go ahead.
I was going to tell you one more thing because I don't want to forget this, but I realized the other day the amount of celebrities that we're going to have involved for the Drumathon on October 4th, starting at 1 p.m., going till 9 p.m. We're going to have a total of 21 celebrities that will have some kind of appearance, 21 different celebrities from between 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's going to be off the hook, man. We pulled out all the stops. I can't believe it. When I counted that up, I was like, wow, all these people, all these amazing celebrities from, Poison, John Cougar Mellencamp, from Skillet, Danzig, Typo Negative, just Styx, all these different people just donating their time and talent, like full on donating their time and talent, whether it was for just a quick cameo or to be interviewed, whatever it is, it will happen at Drumathon October 4th, starting at 1 p.m. It's crazy.
And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I'm always amazed at how you do it. How you get such, and I know because it's you and how you are with people, but that you get all these celebrities, and I have been very blessed and privileged at being associated that I've met some of them and become friends with some.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I got to tell you, and it's funny because you are the catalyst that comes up, and honestly, the private conversations are always very heartfelt and very everybody admires you for what you're doing, and nobody wait a second,
wait, what?
And who is that? And speaking of the devil, there's another one.
Mike Bailey in the house. What's
Mike
up?
Bailey in the house.
Drummer for the Brett Michaels band. What's up, dude? Oh my God, Rick. Now I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? I can't even figure it out. He's got his.
Oh my Lord. Okay, so I can see him, but I'm not hearing him in my ears. So I don't know if you can hear.
That's awesome. I can't hear him either, but you look great, Mike. That's all that really matters. And he's got his bag. He looks great. We can speak for him. I'm gonna have to throw it out there right now. This guy builds some amazing custom drum decor that he has donated for our auctions. And you can find it online. I know he's got different things out there. He's got some eBay stuff happening. Custom drum decor. Mike Bailey, he makes cool clocks like out of snare drum rims and things like that. Other kind of furniture, table, all kinds of stuff is amazing and donated to us. So, Mike, thank you so much, man.
And like I said, we can't hear you right now, but that's okay. And I'm going to tell you all. Well,
wait. Yes.
Now, if you tell us you were muted, we're going to laugh a little.
I think it's his earbuds are the problem, and so we're going to get some echo.
He's breaking in and out. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've been talking with Mike, and I'm going to put it all over the place. I'm sending him a snare to convert into a clock. And when it comes back, we're going to put it everywhere so you can see some of the work. And then you can reach out to Mike and get him to build you your own custom music furniture.
That's so awesome. That is awesome.
Mike, you know what? In fact, because we want to hear your voice, why don't you pop out and pop right back in? Let's see if it resets it.
Cool.
Sorry,
That's so cool,
I
man.
didn't mean to make you cry a little bit, but
dude, you're killing me. You're slaying me. I'm like, what? I don't even know what to expect. I'm going through the list of people. I'm like, who's he gonna have show up next? Oh my God.
How do you know there's any more? That could be it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
No, again, I've been very, very blessed to become friends with some of the folks that I've met through helping be a part of Breast Cancer Can Stick It. And I got to tell you, phenomenal. Each and every one of them. Phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not kidding. Like everybody you're bringing on, or everyone you brought on so far, they're involved in this year's freaking drumathon. I mean, like I don't think that I can only think of a small handful of people that I couldn't reach to get them to do something for drumathon.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even at the minimum, you know, if they weren't able to do some kind of a cameo for the show, they sent me something in the mail for auction. I mean, it's just like this outpour of support and love. And to your point, Rick, you're like, I think you were saying, I don't know how I, you know, do all that. It's just like you and me are a lot alike in that we're just genuine people. You know, it's just like you just be true to yourself and people recognize that, you know.
We're both about the same age. It's taken us a long time to get it. Oh, and Mike's back.
I'm back.
Hey!
Awesome. What's up, man?
Oh,
Good to see you, Mike.
Hey, Rick. Good to see you, my friend. April, I can't tell you how proud I was when I bought that bag. It's just my sister. I got everybody in on it. So very
awesome.
Proud of you and your team.
Thank you so much, man.
And what you guys have done. And I was listening a little bit, Rick, before I popped in, and he's absolutely right. You're leading the charge on something beautiful.
Well, thank you so much. Seriously,
and I thank you for it. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Oh man, you guys are killing me today. I love you guys so much, man. I swear, by the end of the show, it's gonna be like Barbara Walters or something. I'm just be like, no, I'm a tree. I don't know.
That's okay. And I swore everybody to secrecy because I didn't want you to know that we were going to have a family reunion today.
Oh, it's so cool. This means so much to me, Mike. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for Breast Cancer Can Stick It. Seriously.
It's the least I can do. And thank you. I'm honored to be a part of it and hope to continue in the future. You know, it's become something close to my heart too now. So thank you.
Thank you.
Isn't she just the best leader and warrior for the cause? I mean, you can't help but want to rally.
Absolutely.
I think Rick was like, I'm going to make her cry. Come hell or high water. I'm like, oh. You guys are killing me. Seriously, I'm so blessed.
Tell her to get some tissues ready, but I didn't want to you let the cat out of the bag.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Yeah. I'm like, should I get up and go find some? But yeah, thank you guys, man. Really, it means the world to me. Truly.
Mike, we're looking forward to seeing some of the wares. Most definitely.
Yes. Hey, and I heard you couldn't hear me, but I will take care of that snare drum for you. And thanks for throwing that out there for me. I appreciate it.
I want people to know it's let's support those that support.
Yeah.
So
I'm banging them out now. I got lots of time at home and down in my man cave here and just knocking all kinds of drum decor out. So
and I just had an epiphany. We may have to talk about taking that snare from the natural color into pink.
Hey,
you know I love that, man. Come on.
I just
love
made 4 pink clocks, so I've got plenty of pink here, so we're good.
Oh,
that's awesome, man.
Mike,
that is awesome.
We'll be talking this week. I'll reach out
sir.
to you, and I'll get it in the mail to you so we can do a little damage.
Perfect.
That's awesome, man.
Perfect.
Thank you for popping in, Mike.
Hey, my pleasure. I love you, April.
Love you too, man. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thank you so much for your support, man.
And everybody, Tiny, MC Rick, Chip, Laura, everybody that's involved. Hello, and miss you guys. Sorry we're not doing it this year, but
when this is all over, you got to come down to Texas so we can just go out, get some barbecue, and hang out.
I love Fort Worth and Dallas. I'll come anytime. So let's look it up, Rick.
Come on.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Guys.
Thanks,
Take care, Mike. Good to see you. That's awesome, man. You're killing me. Oh, I feel like it's like kind of like a roast almost. Except I don't even know what to call it. It's just like, thank you, Rick.
No, it's my pleasure. And again, this is a show. We've done a lot of promotion for Breast Cancer Can Stick It and Drumathon over the last few years, and I didn't know how this year with being online. And let's talk about that because I am on the Drumathon committee. I do help. Very little. I help plan, I give my little input. It's part of just what we do. It's let's make it go forward. And so I had to figure out how do I do something different than what we have going on now. And this is my way of going about it.
This whole year has been about adapting. It's been about adapting. That's what I think. And it's being able to find the silver lining because in my opinion, there's lots of them. It's a lot of people are very focused on what you can't do. And I just I think that that's just part of my personality and how breast cancer can stick it came to be in the first place. Is it's like you have this big obstacle or all these obstacles in front of you, and it's finding those cracks of light to slip through. And you know what I'm saying? Like just to find the positive thing that you can do. You know what you can't do. Forget about that. What can you do? And then finding those things and doing that.
And I think honestly, sometimes folks they have an idea and they think, I can't do that. I can't, because it's a big mountain. You don't climb the mountain in one step. It's a lot of little steps that get you there. And it's not about, let's get to the finish line. It's about the journey. It's about the experience. So this isn't just been, I'm sure this is not just about, we're going to do one drumathon and peace out. We're done. This has been an evolution, which is life. It is an evolution.
Yes. I mean, I'm ready. I've said this from the beginning, Rick, that, this is just the beginning of Drumathon. We're still, this is our 6th year, but we're still in the infancy. It's like, I want to do this in other cities. I want to do Nashville and LA and New York. I want to do, other places, Vegas, wherever, and just expand. So my plan for this is to grow and grow and grow and to be a national thing that happens in a city close to you and across the country,
And this is something that it's been live every year here in Dallas. And I know you want to grow. And I remember one of our first meetings when we said, okay, we're in COVID, we're in lockdown. How do we do Drumathon? And, I looked at it and immediately in my little pea brain, I was like, this is a phenomenal opportunity to go global, to change the playing field exponentially. So I was like, and honestly, I think it's going to be great.
Well, yeah, and like we've talked about many times, it's some people were hesitant to fundraise because they're like, well, I can't come to Dallas, and because they won't get their prizes or they won't get their goodie bag unless they're here. And so I think this is opening it up for in the future. Hey, why don't we just ship out the prizes and ship out the goodie bags or whatever? Why don't we do auctions online in addition to in person? I mean, we can expand upon it from what we learned this year, and next year could even be a whole new, rethought, Drumathon. So I'm super excited about that.
I think that and again, as we talk about the growth and the changing, this is just part of the process. Yeah, this is like going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And it's all part of that process. So it's incredible. So day of show next Sunday or this coming Sunday. You are going to have a few staff members at your house because you at
just
your
one.
Oh, just one.
Just one person. Yeah.
And because again, you have multiple camera stations.
Yes.
Now, I know that you've announced, I think you've announced at this point, all the celebrities that are going to be on the show.
I pretty much have, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spill the beans if we haven't announced somebody. I don't want to be the idiot.
I'm pretty sure we've announced them all, yeah.
Okay. And do we want to talk about that a little bit?
There are 2 people who we've talked about some, but not in the capacity as a celebrity guest. So I'll leave those 2 folks off. Those will be announced in the next couple of days.
Okay.
But I think most people know that they're going to be involved in some way anyhow. But let's talk about the special guests that we're going to have that are actually going to sit and talk for about 30 minutes on the show.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so who do you want to start with?
Well, I mean, Aaron Spears, man. We'll go in alphabetical order. We got Aaron Spears. If you don't know who Aaron Spears is, man, Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, he's done it all, man. He's amazing. The guy is so humble. My gosh. We reached out to him and he was like, well, I don't really think I'm a celebrity, but I would love to help. And I'm like, dude, but here you play for. The guy is in it and amazing, just an amazing drummer. We're really excited for you to see what he can do. If you haven't seen him drum before, just an amazing drummer, amazing soul. Super excited to have him. He's brand new. Everybody that we're having as our special guest, except the couple of people that we'll be announcing soon, has never actually been a guest at Drumathon before. And that's another thing, Rick. It's given us an opportunity because at this point we're asking for maybe an hour total of the person's time to be a part of Drumathon. Whereas, if it was in person, you're asking for 2 days. And that's a lot harder with some of these folks who are very busy. And so that's another thing. They're not as busy right now. So, the the whole pandemic kind of works in our favor in that regard.
And that's, you brought up a great point that I don't know if everybody realizes it. When we have the celebrities on Drumathon Day, they have to travel here.
Right.
We have accommodations.
Yep.
They're here all day.
Yep.
And it is a monster commitment, which I think every single one of them does with a smile on their face and will gladly do it year after year. And that is, it's a monster undertaking. For them.
I mean, it's 2 nights. It's not just, there's not time to fly in the morning. And plus, if you have, delays, we fly them in the day before and we fly about the day after. So it's a full, 48 hours that they've got to commit to in 2 nights. So it's a lot. And, again, these people donating their time and talent, just amazing. Totally amazing.
Now, one of the things that we were talking about off camera before we started the show is you brought a little bit of swag with you.
I did. Yeah.
And I happen to be you know what, in school, in kindergarten, I loved show and tell.
Yeah.
So let's do show and tell.
Sure, man. Yeah, totally. Well, we're going to have these for sale. I'm going to try and see if we can get them in the store today so people can go ahead and order their Breast Cancer Can Stick It Drumathon 2020 drumsticks. Now, I'm going to move toward the camera and try to get it in focus here. So give me a second. Are these
different than the normal pink drumsticks?
These are the same. The one difference is normally they say Dallas, Texas on them, but this year it says, oh my God, my glasses, I don't have them on. Live virtual broadcast.
Here, would you like to borrow mine?
I know, yeah. Can you grab that? So I'm going to pull these up to the camera so you can check them out.
Yes, this is how April and I are. Oh, those are cool. Those are cool.
Focus. They're not quite focused.
Okay. Nice.
There we go. You get the idea. And these are donated by Los Cabos Drumsticks, who I also endorse. Amazing. I mean, they just send us a giant box of them. And so we sell these on our store. And also the top 25 fundraisers who raise over $250 will get a pair in the mail. Okay. And in addition to that...
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, dang it, dude! You have everybody, man!
What up?
Hello, Rich Redmond.
How are you, man?
How are you guys? Sorry about the little readers. I just had eye surgery. I got bionic eyes.
Excellent.
I want bionic eyes because I'm tired of having readers everywhere I go.
Well, I need the readers now. I don't even know how I'm going to make it cool, but I can see at a distance now, and it's like...
That's amazing.
Will you put those back up? Because those are really cool looking.
Yeah, is my buddy Holly's man.
Dude, I love that.
Awesome.
Are you kidding me? I love that.
Okay, I'll keep them on.
I'm so excited, man. So good to see you.
Good. So
what
everybody,
a great surprise.
For those of you that are watching, this is Rich Redmond, the drummer for Jason Aldean, and he has been I have been his co-MC the last couple of years.
Exactly.
We have absolutely had a rocking time being obnoxious all day and raising money for breast cancer.
So fun. I'm gonna miss being out there in the park and Clyde Warren all sweaty and smelly.
I know last year was sweaty and smelly for sure. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. And I wanted Rich on because again, he and I have we've co-MC'd the last couple of years, and just last year we had Tiny with us. Holy cow. And it was a 3-ring circus that
no doubt, man.
I was sad at the end of the day, like, I don't want to go home.
Yeah, Tiny, he's so shy. He's such a shy individual.
Very to himself, you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking I should tone it down.
So how are we doing this year? I know that our friend JC Clifford raised all sorts of cash.
Dude, he raised over $10,000. At last check, we were almost to $40,000. I mean, to do this whole thing virtually this year and to still be on track with previous years has been such a blessing, man. Such a blessing.
What a crazy year. But we move forward because this is such an amazing cause. And God, April, you've been, we're all just getting fixed up as we're getting older here. We're just like, let's just tighten the screw and do this here.
Rich, we forgot to send you the memo. We don't talk about getting older. We're all 27. That's our lie, and we're sticking with it.
Yeah, man.
Music keeps us young. That's what matters. But Rich,
I love that
man.
vest. Pink vest.
Dude, he's always pulling out the stops when it comes to his threads.
I'm not going to tell you the rest of my pink wardrobe because it's not appropriate for kids.
Well, April, you're a hero. It's just a thrill to be involved with this year after year. And hopefully next year things will be back to normal because what a crazy year this has been.
It has been, man. But like I was telling Rick, is we just learned to adapt. And I want to thank you, Rich. I know you're going to have a cameo in Drumathon next week. And I just want to thank you for everything that you do to support. I mean, year after year, dude, ever since I met you, you've just been so generous with your time and your talent. And thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. And we go so far back. And Dallas Fort Worth is near and dear to my heart because, I went to school there. And then after everybody goes to school there, everyone kind of like trickles into the scene. It's just such a vibrant scene. There's a little bit of big band and smooth jazz, and there's an original rock scene. And if you want to go out and go dancing and see a great top 40 band, I mean, there's tons of options there. A lot of support for the arts. So love the scene there.
Yeah. And I can't wait to have you back.
I see that definitely in our scene. Do you see that? Because you get to travel the world. Do you see other scenes that have that family, that connection that we have here in Dallas?
Well, Nashville is a very family-oriented, like community. Like someone's writing a song right now with someone else, trying to get the next song written for Tim McGraw or Jason Aldean or someone. And it's such a kind of a tight-knit, small community. But I've been to a lot of other music scenes where that community is not like that. But there's so many institutions of higher education in Dallas, and that kind of feeds the scene. And so it's always been so vibrant. And I hope that never changes,
Yeah, totally.
Well, with a leader like April at the helm, the rest of us will follow suit and continue to hopefully do great things as we go forward.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
you guys are so nice.
God.
Thank you.
Well, Rich, we won't hold
Love
up
it.
your whole day, but I'm going to tell you, thank you so much for making a few minutes for us today, and we're looking forward to seeing your cameo this coming Sunday on Drumathon.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And it sounds like we're close to the dollar figures that we're always kind of shooting for. Well,
yes,
so
we are.
COVID has not slowed you down. That's great.
Not at all,
Would you
man.
agree, Rich? I told her, I said, this is a phenomenal opportunity to go global. Would you agree with that statement?
I think it's time. I mean, now that, everybody's here, like Flo of the Progressive commercials, it's like we're all here talking over each other, trying to figure out this thing. It's like the Wild West. But this is, if we look at this as an opportunity, I think this is the perfect time to do that.
Amen.
I agree. Rich, thank you again for all that you do to help us with Drumathon. It's been incredible, and I've been very blessed to get to know you. We look forward to dragging you back to Dallas.
I miss you guys so much, and here's to next week. And thank you so much for involving me.
Thank you so much, Rich. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for everything, always.
Have fun today, guys.
Thanks.
Take care, man.
Stay
Love
safe,
you.
Rich.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Very cool, man. I'm like,
I've been a
Jeez,
busy little
dude.
beaver.
it's like a mini Drumathon right now.
Well, and that was part of the thought process is we need to have people ready for the expectation of what's about to happen this coming Sunday. Yeah. And guys, anything is possible if you're willing to dream the dream and take the first step towards it. Anything is possible. And you, April, have, again, I can't say it enough. You have shown us that if you have a dream and you're willing to just take the first step, the rest will follow. And
thank you. Thanks, man. I do believe that. I believe that across the board for anyone, for anything it is that they want to do with their lives, I really feel like you can live a life with no obstacles. Like, I really firmly believe that. There are people out there that have way bigger obstacles than you and I do that are doing even more. So I don't think anybody should ever feel like they can't do anything that they want to do.
It's funny that you say that, because it's a question that honestly has popped into my head many, many times, and I've meant to ask you. And with my ADD, I see a squirrel and I forget to ask. You obviously presented with an obstacle when you were diagnosed. And you had to formulate a game plan. And obviously you have overcome it. But what was your first thought? Like, brick wall?
So I'm glad you asked this question. I used to talk about this a lot early on with breast cancer, could stick it, and I haven't talked about it recently, but 2 days before I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was waiting for the test results. I was laying in bed. It was a Sunday, and I was laying there, and all of a sudden I was just struck like a lightning bolt. And something told me, if you have breast cancer, you're going to be the biggest advocate in the fight against breast cancer that you can be. And I'm not even kidding you. Just, and I was like, well, part of it, I was like, well, I don't want breast cancer. What are we doing here? But then when I was diagnosed, it was just like, okay, let's go. What are we going to do? What are we doing? And so within 3 weeks, I had come up with the slogan. I had a wonderful graphic artist, Tanya Abna, excuse me, that I had sent a couple of ideas. I think I had breast cancer, beat it, or breast cancer can stick it. And I was like, take these phrases and go do some design and throw them back at me. I'm going to make some t-shirts and raise funds for some breast cancer awareness organizations. And she was like, okay, cool. She came back, and one of the things she came back with was the breast cancer can stick it logo that we all know and love. And I was like, I love it. Breast cancer can stick it. Let's make some shirts. And so I used that cafe press, put some shirts out there, started selling them, and it just took off. And here we are, you know?
And I will tell you, you have come up with quirky, ingenious logos every year, because every year the t-shirt has a different logo.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And last year, I will be honest with you, it was the punk rock, and everybody knows I'm just a little bit punk rock, just a little bit punk rock.
Yep.
And I love the one with the mohawk with the drumsticks. I wore that all the time. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Drumathon shirts too. Easily, man. It's very cool. And
yeah.
Let's talk about how that process goes down. I kind of know, but let's talk about how the submissions come in, how you decide that's going to be our logo for this year.
Yeah. So the t-shirt designs, you know, we have a lot of graphic artists, a pool of graphic artists that we reach out to. We have one primary person who's done them most years. Last year we had a bit of a competition for it, but it just kept falling back to the one guy because he does such a fabulous job. And so we kind of stuck with that person. This year we went a different route. We decided to go with something that sort of could kind of show virtual and how, you know, your screen is going to be exploding with music essentially. And so we kind of went a different route this year. We had a different graphic artist that worked on it, and, you know, just picking out the best one. And then, you know, as a committee, you know, we're like, well, we don't like that. We like this. And we're like, maybe a little less white. We're really meticulous about it.
And I think all the submissions were phenomenal, but there's always that one that pops out. You're like, that's the one right there.
Yep, it is definitely a group decision. I mean, and everything is, you know, I think some people probably look at breast cancer, can stick it and think, oh, well, all I have to do is ask April. And if she says yes, it's done. But no, it's a board, it's committees. You know, I'm not just over here dictating everything. You know, I value opinions, and we all value each other's opinions.
And so that's a great point. So you are the face, the figure, you are the driving force. But so for those of you that don't know, there is a committee that all year long we work towards the big day. It's like the State Fair of Texas. As soon as it finishes, they start on next year's.
Yep.
And we actually have a committee, and we meet. Sometimes it's weekly. Sometimes it's every other week. Sometimes, you know, we get a month off. But I mean, there's always behind the scenes working towards the next year.
Yep.
And there's a lot of conversations that have to take place, because this is not something that, hey, let's have coffee, throw something together real quick. And
no,
this is a machine that we work a lot of hours, and there's a lot of volunteers. And honestly, that when you talk about the volunteers, they are the driving force behind what makes this happen. And hold on one second. Let me finish that thought.
Dude!
I know that face.
I love that guy. What's up, Jim?
How you doing,
dude? I love you, man. I'm doing great. I'm doing even better because I'm seeing your face, man. How are you?
I'm a part of some industrial shenanigans going on behind your back.
Now, Chip took a little coordination, because Chip actually you were at church, and you're like, hey, I'm going to be in church for a couple hours. And I'm like, we were going to push it back just so we could get you on at the end. Notice he's sitting in the car. That's how committed he is.
Oh, good, man. I love it. Dude. So
April, we love you. Heather and I love you, and we believe in you, and wanted to say how grateful we are that you're in our lives, and just wish you the very best.
Well, thank you, Chip. You know, I love you guys so much, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life, man, and everything you've done. I know you're going to be a big part of Drumathon next weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait till October 4th. Yeah.
But this guy raised over $8,000, Rick. He was in second place. Yeah, you guys, I mean,
I want
it
to
was
talk
off
about
the
that
hook,
real quick,
man.
Chip, if you would.
Love you.
I want to hear about how you went about your fundraising, because you rocked it. You rocked it.
Well, I started off with a steak that I bought JC Clifford when he came to Tucson. We talked about our plan for trying to get April on the Ellen show, and we also talked about we also talked about the coming fundraiser and teaming up. And then like a week before the fundraiser was going to begin, JC called me and said, "Dude, I got to ditch you. I'm joining Mike Berg. Me and Mike are going to go on our own team." And I said, "Oh man." And so that bummed me out at first, but I get it. I understand JC's got to, he's got to play as big as he can. So I thought to myself, all right, well, I'm doing this and I'm going to beat JC. My commitment is I'm just going to be like, dude, you should have joined me at the end of this. And so I started on my own campaign ideas. I got lit up. I did my own thing, what I do with my drum students.
Absolutely.
I waved a magic wand and wrote down my dream goal, and it was $1,000. And I thought I could raise $1,000 by myself. And within 2 weeks, my friends on Team Ritter, which is a fan club / Dropbox group of mine, that they have access to a private Dropbox and watch me create things, when I'm doing a book and working on different projects.
Very cool.
It's a private, personal fan club type VIP first stage access thing. And first thing I thought was, I'm going to engage Team Ritter and we're going to join together and we're going to smash the goal. We smashed the goal with 2 weeks.
You did.
And then that
you
night,
did.
I thought to myself, I should just raise this to $2,000. And then I thought to myself, if I donated $20 of my hard-earned money to your fundraiser and you said we're really trying to get to 2,000, and then you passed it and set your goal again, I'd feel kind of like you're Lucy moving the football on Charlie Brown, And I thought, what would be the dream situation? And my dog was there, and it was like 3 a.m, and I had this bad pizza Jerry Maguire moment where I was like, dude, I'm going for it. 7,500. And I went on the line and I set it for 7,500. And I texted April and I said, I'm going for it. And she was like, go, 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 go.
I was like, holy cow, dude.
And it just came together one by one. I do the planning thing. Heather doesn't plan so much, but I do the whole pen and paper campaign. I took it really seriously and went all in. And we ended up really hitting that mark. We exceeded it. I think we get $8,106. And still, I'm doing an auction online on my personal Facebook. Today, we started it. We're auctioning off a pair of Eric Singer from Kiss drumsticks.
Oh, awesome.
To see what we can add to the pot.
Dude, that's amazing. That's awesome.
I got to thank my friend Gary Hoochin for that. He donated the sticks. So that's basically my story, Rick.
Okay, so I got to tell you, you're telling the Jerry Maguire, and I'm like, I just have this vision of you in the middle of the night, like sitting up in bed going, show me the money.
Yeah, man. I I looked at my dog, Odin, and he was just looking at me like, what's the matter, Chip? And I was like, I'm scared. I don't want to raise the goal too high. And Odin looked at me and said, you know what? Give me a dog biscuit. I bet this is no problem. You can probably hit that goal.
That's awesome.
I said, good dog. And we had a dog biscuit, and I set the goal to 7,500.
He would have said anything to get the dog biscuit.
That's awesome.
But it was one of those nights where you were like really tired in a dream state. And it was like he was talking to me, going like, go for it, dude. Go for it.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. You are an absolute rock star. You were going to pull it out. I mean, dude, you could probably set the goal higher and you would have been fine.
I put the word out in the streets, and I gotta thank a couple other people like Darren Detremont donated a Deep Purple head, and John Lighty donated a Peisty cymbal signed by Scott Rockenfield.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Trick Drums got a drum, and Mike Berg donated a case, and like all these people, there's the list of thank yous that I owe is way too long. And I tried to thank all of them, but yeah, we had a lot of people that came together. It's easy to talk about April and her cause because of April and her cause. It's like it's a no-brainer. It's like whoever, it doesn't matter, all forms of life, all walks of life, faith, religion, doesn't matter the background. You tell them the story of April and her survival story and what an impact she's made in the community in Dallas alone. And
you guys are killing me. I love you, man.
And it just brings me to tears thinking about it, because It's such a powerful and positive thing, especially during COVID. You know, a couple friends of mine, when I set that goal, messaged me on Facebook and they were like, dude, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing, dude? How much? Chip, dude, you got to get realistic, bro. You got to, and people always do that with your shiny goals. That's a sign that you're on the right track.
Yep.
It's true. It's true, man.
Be realistic. How much is enough, Chip? How much is enough? And I sat there and I thought about it and I started getting mad. And I was like, you know what? 50,000 would be enough, bro. 50,000 would be enough right now.
You know, JC is he's actually going, okay. The wand has been the challenge wand has been cast. So next year he's going to come in.
Well, JC and Mike Berg beat me, dude. They got like 10,000, right?
That's okay.
Yeah,
they know you're coming for him.
That's two people, right? Two people happening, and you're one guy, and you ran the show, dude. Amazing.
So,
it's such amazing fundraising
Chip,
across the board, man.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I am horrible at fundraising. I'm good at promoting. Next year, I'll jump on your team, and we'll go at it.
Chip. Rick and Chip.
We will go at it together.
Rick and Chip.
Do it.
It almost sounds like Chip and Dip. You know, I mean, Chip and Rick.
Chip and Rick.
I'm dead serious. Next year, because I want to learn how to fundraise the way you guys do it. I'll jump on your team, and we'll go at it.
I dare you to call me for a Zoom meeting, and we'll go over the master plan.
Oh, that's an easy dare. Really?
You guys
Come on.
are amazing together. I can't wait to see this.
Hey, JC, close your ears. We're coming for him.
We're coming for JC and Mike Berg
You're stealing the torch right out of their hands next year.
No, I don't. I love JC, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
We had that. JC along the way is another person I have to thank for my fundraiser because he was so gracious with his time and his information. And when I called him, he called me back, and we had discussions on how's the proper way to do an auction. What's the proper way? You know what I mean? Like, what is most effective? Sharing the inside tips and tricks. And also, April has a private fundraiser page group that we also got to share our ideas too. So I need to thank those people in her fundraiser group too, because they shared their info with me. And it's like, I don't know, we just kind of share our ideas. And I love that spirit, you know?
Well, you can do more with more people than you can alone. And that's the thing is the more people who come together for this, the more we can do, you know, whether it's financially or actually, you know, putting boxes together, whatever it is, you know, people coming together can do so much more than you can alone, man. And that's what it's all about. Community,
all you got to do is watch an ant colony. They move, they literally move heaven and earth. And they're little tiny creatures, but you know what? As a group, they're powerful. So that's a true statement. True statement.
The other thing that brings to mind that I wanted to throw in there while we're talking about people getting together and being more powerful is during COVID, a lot of people were thinking it's going to be really hard to fundraise, and that may be true. A lot of our friends in the industry are out of work, but you know what? I have a lot of friends that are not in the industry, and some of them, not all, some of them, despite the hard times, their businesses have been thriving.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
You never want to count out the fact that some people are doing in a good place and actually have the means to donate. And that's also what happened too. Is I got on the phone, bro. I was like, "Yo, man, what's up happening? Hey, we're doing the drum ring. How you doing?" And the ones that said, "Dude, I can't work enough. I need 2 of me." Those are the ones that are like, "Okay, well, what can you do for us? And how about this?" And then boom, $250 donation like that. You know,
that is incredible.
They're happy to help.
Well, and
because of the cause.
And I think people understand that, you know, because of COVID, it doesn't mean that we don't still need help in the breast cancer community, you know, and that's something I think people don't realize. Exactly. Breast cancer hasn't stopped and neither have we. And that's what people really have understood. So people are still donating. It's wonderful.
We've all heard the phrase our entire life. When life gives you a lemon, make lemonade. And I think this is the epitome of lemonade. Here you go. It just happens to be, it's pink lemonade.
So it's pink lemonade, exactly.
Me and Rick are going to get together. We're going to make some April Samuel's Kool-Aid, and people are going to buy it from the stand. It is going to be amazing. He's going to promote. I'm going to do logistics, and we're going to tag team on next.
He's going to teach me how to do.
That's going to be amazing. I'm already looking forward to 2021, man. Let's do it.
Here's the beautiful part.
I already found pink lottery tickets, so we're going to do that.
Here's the beautiful part about all of it.
I found pink ones.
Is there's no losers. everybody wins. Whether you're the top or not the top fundraiser, everybody wins because it's money raised for breast cancer awareness, research.
Amen.
Yeah, it's just a win-win across the board.
Totally,
and
dude.
we have a phenomenally fun time goofing off along the way. Chip, I can't thank you enough for making some time. I know you were in church and popping in.
Thank you to Kay Rose for reaching out and making this happen.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your staff and your people. And April, we love you. God bless you.
I love you too, man. Thank you for everything, Chip. Man, you've been amazing. Amazing. I love you from the top of my heart.
Stay safe and tell Heather we said hello.
Yes, please.
Will do. I'll tell Heather hi.
We love you, man.
Take care, buddy.
Oh my God.
Lordy.
It's amazing. Oh my God. You got, I mean, the tear, they're just, I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to hold it together, but
there was a monster list of folks that I reached out to. Not everybody could make it. They, again, busy schedules.
Man. Yeah.
And I will tell you, it was a whirlwind, and then keeping it secret from you was the other part of it.
We did a job. I had no idea, none. I'm just like, oh, we're gonna chat. It'll be fun, just the normal.
I had to do something that had never been done on my show before. And
you've done great.
So this is all about you and what you've built, and I needed you to hear from some of the other folks that believe in you exactly what it means. And everybody hears it here. I'm going to team up with Chip. I'm not the best fundraiser. I'm the first one to tell you. But I will tell you, I love to talk to people. I love to promote, and I have a lot to learn from Chip. And when you don't know something, you find the people that can teach you. And as we're having this conversation, I'm going to tell you, there's a couple of the people that Chip and I are going to reach out to. Our team is going to be powerful.
Awesome. I can't wait, man.
And again, it's a win-win across the board.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so cool, Rick.
So I know you have a lot on your plate today because you still, we're down to, the wire here.
Dude, we are. Yeah. We're so 24, not 24, but we're it's
we're
close.
Getting close. So let's, I won't hold you much longer, but let's summarize all of this. Was there any more swag you want to talk about? Or you want to summarize?
Yeah, I want to show the medal that everybody got in the mail, or that everybody's going to be getting in the mail for their fundraising. I'm going to try to get it to focus here.
Oh, awesome. Those are very cool.
So we have these very cool medals that each of the top 25 fundraisers who raised over $250, they'll get that. They're also going to get the shirts. The shirts will be done here soon, and so we'll be shipping those out so that hopefully everybody will have all their goodies whenever they're watching the big show.
Notice cool. I acted surprised even though I already saw it.
Yeah, I know. You're like,
that is so incredible.
What is that? But I do think I want to make sure, because we started on a list of the celebrities, so I can just throw them out real quick if that's okay.
It. Yeah, give us the celebrities.
So we got Aaron Spears from Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears. We got Kenny Aronoff, John Cougar Mellencamp, Melissa Etheridge, Chickenfoot, Ray Luzier from Korn, Ricky Rocket from Poison, Todd Zuckerman from Styx. Rockstar appearances. Like, I haven't said this anywhere yet, Rick. It's on our website, but we haven't said it anywhere on social media or anything. But we're going to have special Rockstar drummer performances by Jimmy DeAnda from the Bullet Boys, Lori Peters of Skillet, Sandy Gennaro from Joan Jett, Cyndi Lauper, Pat Travers, Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction, and from Tiny Buuso from TSOL and Head PE. So it's going to be awesome. We've got a lot of cool people who are going to be a part of Drumathon October 4th, starting at 1 p.m.
This is going to be a great event. Again, tune in. And like April said, you don't need to sit there and it's going to go from 1 o'clock on Sunday Central Time until
9 o'clock. Yeah.
9 o'clock.
And what I'm trying to tell people is, pull it up on your TV, man, kick back, make some popcorn, chill out with the family. If you've got a way to throw a sheet up on the wall in your backyard and project on there and chill out in your camping chairs or whatever, do whatever you want to do, have a good time and watch the show.
I'll have a couple boxes of ding dongs because everybody knows that I have an addiction to host this. So that'll be I'm going to put on some weight that day. I'm just saying.
Well, at least you're planning it. That's good. Good to have plans and goals.
I am excited. This is going to be something that Drumathon has never done. We are going global. Drumathon 2020, October 4th, coming to you live. You don't have to go anywhere. You can be in New York, LA, Tokyo, Sydney, Moscow. I don't care where you are, anywhere on the planet. Drumathon 2020, October 4th, 1 to 9 p.m. Central Time, U.S.
Correct. Yep.
So for those of you in Tokyo that are going to tune in, make sure you're on. I mean, our and that's probably like what, midnight there.
I have no idea. I don't do math, man. But I will say we'll be on Facebook Live. The primary portion of the show will be Facebook Live from about 1 till 7. And then we're going to switch over to YouTube. So I want to tell people to be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're probably not subscribed right now, but youtube.com/breastcancercanstick. There's no it at the end. youtube.com/breastcancercanstick, because the it made it too long. And hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you'll get notified when we start up over there. So be sure you guys do that and you'll be set.
And we're also going to be doing a watch party here on Concert Connection. So we'll be broadcasting it as well, because we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to catch it. And again, we want people to watch, tune in. And if you haven't donated yet and you had a couple bucks, $5, $10, $20, $100, and you just wanted to throw it in the kitty, you'll be able to still do some donations on that day. So we're still going to be fundraising.
Exactly.
And now, out of all the celebrities, I know we've got some guest performances. Is there going to be any Q&A time with any of the celebrities, or just Dr.
We're going to try to make time for some Q&A at the end of each celebrity interview. So it'll be those primary people: Aaron, Kenny, Ricky, Ray, Todd. I think that's everybody. I hope I didn't forget anybody there. And so we should have a little time at the end to do that. But I do want to point out we're going to have like a ton of auctions, like this ring right here. It's of a drum. I don't think you'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, we can see it.
So this ring, this is my wedding ring, and we're actually going to have some of these for sale on our auction. So we'll have a lot that we'll have gold, we'll have black, and some silver ones, and those will be available in auction. So be sure to check that out. I meant to have my warrior drum up here, but maybe we can add it as a comment for the show. But the warrior drum will be available, which has all the survivors or people that we're doing this in honor of. So that's going to be really cool. But there's a total of, I think, almost 80 auction items. So please be sure and browse our store. You're going to be able to get really good deals on things through eBay. It's going to be at drumathon.org/auction. So that'll be opening actually on Tuesday. It starts September 29th, and it will go through all throughout Drumathon. So you can start bidding right away.
Is it too late to donate something for the auction?
Yes, it's too late for the auction. We are full up, dude. Every time I turn around and tell our auction crew from the Drumathon committee of another item, they're like, no.
I got 2 of these.
Sweet!
I've got another set of stainless drumsticks necklace that I wish I didn't think of it till just a second. I would have donated a brand new pair of drumsticks that we could have auctioned off. You know what? We'll save it for next year.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a use for it,
I saw your ring and I was like, oh my Lord. I need the ring, but no, I got another set. We'll use those for sure. So I just want to make sure everybody hits that store, because we have a lot of items. We want to see it all go, and you'll be able to get a really good deal on some really cool stuff. What size ring?
We have multiple sizes. So we have from the smallest is a 7 all the way up to a 15. It's giant.
I got to go measure my finger and figure out.
Yeah. Hit the jewelry store now and find out.
No, I'm not buying a ring. I just need you to tell me what size I am.
Just measure measure your thumb, even measure them all, and find one. I want to
make sure that one of my fingers will fit one of the rings.
Exactly. Done.
Oh my Lord, April! Thank you for taking some time, setting it aside for me today, and coming and hanging out with us. It's an honor.
Thank you.
It's I'm excited. So I'm going to reiterate for everyone one more time. Sunday, October 4th, 1 to 9 Central Time, U.S. Drumathon will be live with guest appearances that are going off the chart. This is going to be an epic show. Don't miss it. You don't need to be there all day. Tune in, leave it on, do some chores, come back. If you're trying to get out of chores, just stare at the TV.
There you go.
And if you get in trouble for ignoring your significant other, don't talk to me. It's not my fault. That works for me, not for you. And then that's why I'm in timeout and you're not. So
right. Exactly.
Thank you so much, April. I'm excited. We're down to the wire. This is going to be a great Drumathon. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man. Rick, thank you so much for being a part of Breast Cancer Can Stick It in the Drumathon committee. We appreciate everything you're doing, and Concert Connection for having me. Thanks so much, K-Rose, all y'all. Awesome.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And unlike other shows, I normally tell you guys you can like us, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Today we're not going to do that. I am going to tell you, though, if you want to follow, because we're going to stream it, Concert Connection. We are on iHeart Radio. We are on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We have a Roku channel, and we have an Amazon Fire channel. Again, Miss April, it's always a pleasure. I can't wait till I get to see you and give you a hug. And I know right now we're social distancing, but I miss seeing your smiling face in person. That's soon enough.
Thank you. I miss you too, man. Thank you so much, Rick, for having me. I appreciate you, man.
My pleasure. Thank you, rock stars, for tuning in. I'm Rick. This is April. We're on Concert Connection, and sooner than later, we will see you in the pit.
In the pit.